Hi everybody, Mrs. Danielson here, and I'm excited to show you today Heron's formula. Heron's formula is a way of finding the area of a triangle without having to find the height or the amplitude of the triangle first. So it's a big time saver. It's derived from the law of cosines, so that's why you haven't seen it before now, but it's a real simple formula. It's great, and it's going to be better than using 1/2 base times height where you don't know the height. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Heron's formula. Here it is. You have a triangle. It doesn't necessarily have to be a right triangle, just a triangle like we've been working on for the last couple of lessons. And let's say you know all three sides, but you don't know the height or the amplitude. So before now, you would have had to find the height or the amplitude, probably using your trig functions to find the height or the amplitude, and then used 1/2 base times height, right? So it'd be a multi-step problem to find the height first and then find the area. Well, it turns out you don't necessarily have to do that. If you know all three sides, then you can just plug them into Heron's formula, and it's actually a pretty easy, snappy problem. It's a pretty easy formula to use. Okay, so Heron's formula is area equals the square root of s times s minus a times s minus b times s minus c, where the three sides are a, b, and c. Now s is 1/2 a plus b plus c. What s actually is called is it's called the semi-perimeter, or half of the perimeter. So what you're doing is you're just finding the perimeter of the triangle and dividing by 2, and that's s. So you're plugging that into the formula along with the three sides that you're given. And then you easily can find the area of that triangle without ever having to worry about finding the height or the amplitude of the triangle. So let me show you how easy it is to use Heron's formula to find the area of the triangle. Let's say I have a triangle like this. I don't know if it's a right triangle or not. I'm not told whether it is or isn't. It's just a triangle. And here's my three side lengths. Let's say this one's 280. Okay, not necessarily drawn to scale. And I want to know what the area is of this triangle. Okay, so the area. Okay, so I'm going to use Heron's formula. And before I can use Heron's formula, I have to find out what the semi-perimeter is. Okay, so that's going to be 1/2 a plus b plus c. So 315 plus 280 plus 125. Just crunch those numbers, and I find that the semi-perimeter for this triangle is 360. Okay, now that I have that, I can just plug that into Heron's formula. Okay, Heron's formula is the semi-perimeter times the semi-perimeter minus side A, C, which can be any of the three. Let's say 315 times 360 minus B times the semi-perimeter minus the third side. And you can simplify that a little bit before we plug it into our calculator. Right, so 360 minus 315, that's going to be 45. 360 minus 280 is 80. And 360 minus 125, that's going to be 235. All right, so you just multiply those four numbers together and take the square root. And when you do that, you're going to get 17,452 units squared. That's the area of that triangle. And I did that without ever having to find the height or the amplitude of this triangle. So again, I don't know if it's a right triangle or not, so I would have had to have found the height or the amplitude first. Kind of looks like a right triangle the way I drew that, but we don't know for sure if it is or not. Okay, let's take another example. Let's say we have a triangle like this. Let's make it so it's not really right? It's just a triangle. Okay, and let's say this is 345. Say this is 280 again. And let's make this a 105. And I want to know the area of the triangle. Okay, I'm going to have you pause the video calculate the area of that triangle, and then play the video again. Let's see if we get the same answer. All right, I'm assuming you found an answer. Let's see if we get the same thing. All right, so the first thing you do is find that semi-perimeter, which is going to be 1/2 of 345 plus 280 plus 105. Okay, so the semi-perimeter for this triangle is going to be 365. Okay, plugging that into Heron's formula. All right, 365 times 365 minus 345 times 365 minus 280 times 365 minus 105. Okay, let's simplify that up a little bit. That would be 20. Okay, 365 minus 280, that's 85. And 365 minus 105 would be 260. Okay, multiply all those, take the square root, and hopefully you got the same answer as me, 12,702 units squared. Is that what you got? Okay, pretty easy, right? We love that. Okay, Heron's formula is awesome for finding the area of any non-right triangle. Right beats having to do this process of finding the amplitude first using trigonometry and then finding the area of the triangle. Heron's formula much simpler. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for watching my video on finding the area of a triangle using Heron's formula.